Graduates, families, and friends, please take your seats. In a few moments, the New York University faculty will enter the stadium. Please remember that access to the field is strictly prohibited at all times. Thank you. Please welcome members of the New York University faculty. Please welcome representatives of the Administrative Management Council, Student Government Assembly, 1831 Fund, and Senior Class Activities Board, carrying the university colors and leading the 190th Commencement Platform Party into the stadium. Fellow Violets, please give a hearty welcome to members of the New York University Alumni Association and to members of our 50th anniversary class who join us today to celebrate this year's graduates. Please welcome New York University's 2023 school banner bearers, deans, and class representatives, marching in founding order. College of Arts and Science. School of Law. Grossman School of Medicine. Tandon School of Engineering. College of Dentistry. Graduate School of Arts and Science. Steinhardt School of Culture, Education, and Human Development. Leonard N. Stern School of Business. Rory Myers, College of Nursing. School of Professional Studies. Robert F. Wagner, Graduate School of Public Service. Silver School of Social Work. Tisch School of the Arts. Gallatin School of Individualized Study. Liberal Studies. NYU Abu Dhabi. NYU Shanghai. School of Global Public Health. Long Island School of Medicine. Now entering the stadium are university leadership and honorary degree recipients, led by our Chief Marshal. Esteemed guests, the interim provost of New York University, Georgina Del Pico.
Here now, in the presence of candidates for academic recognition, members of the faculty and administration, alumni, trustees, honored guests, and friends, New York University's 190th commencement is hereby convened.
Please welcome Lisa Coleman, Senior Vice President for Global Inclusion and Strategic Innovation and Chief Diversity Officer.
Hello, congratulations. I'm Lisa Coleman, and my pronouns are she and her, and it's a pleasure to be here in celebration and congratulations to the class of 2023. As we gather here in New York City and across our sites and virtually, we would like to take the time and a moment to acknowledge that NYU, as a global institution, is located on the unceded lands and was founded upon the erasures and labor of indigenous peoples globally. As a community, we continue to address these institutional legacies, and I ask you to join me in acknowledging the contributions of those who laid the foundations, the elders, the ancestors, and current and future generations who have and continue to pave the way for us to be here gathered today. Please join me in a 5-second moment of silence in honor and recognition. Thank you.
And now, please rise for the national anthem led by Katie Sonyi Nam, who receives a Bachelor of Music today from the Steinhardt School of Culture, Education, and Human Development.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the balls bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Distinguished guests, Chair of the Board of Trustees, William R. Berkeley.
Hello, class of 2023. I'm Bill Berkeley, Chair of NYU's Board of Trustees, and a proud 1966 graduate of the Stern School of Business. I'd like to welcome you to Yankee Stadium for today's very special occasion. This is your day. I'd also like to welcome members of the class of 1973 who returned to the NYU community today for their 50th reunion. Times were a little different when I was an NYU student. The university had 5 fewer schools, just 1 study-away site, and no central library, no boats. But even though many things have changed, you and I share something important in common: our connection to NYU, cemented at this moment of graduation. You are about to join an illustrious group of NYU alumni, numbering 600,000 worldwide. NYU's network of graduates can be a wonderful source of support and connection throughout your life. So think of this not just as the culmination of your time at NYU, but also as the beginning of a lifelong relationship with your alma mater. I can tell you from experience that it can be enormously rewarding. Class of 2023, today marks a significant, hard-earned milestone in your lives. The Empire State Building glowed violet in your honor last night, a symbol of our enormous pride in you. And we're joined today by 4 distinguished honorary degree recipients, each of whom has left an indelible imprint in their respective fields. What they share in common is that they broke through barriers and charted whole new territories in science, in dance, in higher education, and in politics. They stand before you as models, even as the board is confident you, the class of 23, will similarly leave your mark on the world. Congratulations, warmest wishes, and welcome to NYU alumni family.
We now present a video tribute to the class of 2023, featuring graduating students from each of our schools.
I'm graduating from NYU School of Law.
And I'm graduating from the Wagner Graduate School of Public Service.
I'm graduating from Graduate School of Arts and Science.
I'm graduating from the Gallatin School of Individualized Study.
And I'm graduating from the Myers College of Nursing.
I'm graduating from the NYU Steinhardt School of Culture, Education, and Human Development.
And I'm graduating from the College of Arts and Science.
I'm graduating from the Stern School of Business.
I'm graduating from NYU Grossman School of Medicine.
And I'm graduating from the School of Global Public Health. I'm graduating from the NYU Silver School of Social Work.
And I'm graduating from Tisch School of the Arts.
I'm graduating from Liberal Studies.
And I'm graduating from the School of Professional Studies.
I am graduating from Tannen School of Engineering.
I am graduating from NYU College of Dentistry.
I'm graduating from NYU Long Island School of Medicine.
And I'm graduating from NYU Abu Dhabi.
I'm graduating from NYU Shanghai.
I'm so proud of us that we've all gotten to this point. I'm so excited to see what we all accomplish in these future years.
I really feel like I've been able to gain a greater confidence in my own skills and my abilities.
I've just become totally comfortable in who I am, and I like that a lot.
Probably the best thing about being an NYU student is really the freedom to choose your own adventure. I really got to pick every part of the journey and figure out who I wanted to be here.
The great thing about going to school in New York City is that you're literally in the place where everything happens.
This has been a really fun time to kind of see the chaos of the city, but also have the quiet of a school so close by.
It's kind of like you're living in a small city in a city.
I'm from New York, and you know, I'm used to the hustle and bustle. I don't know why anyone would want to live anywhere else.
It gives me a little bit of everything. I think New York City has a little bit of culture from all over the world.
You're in the proximity of such great industries that are booming.
During my junior year, I got to work at the Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
I think the biggest thing was working at the UN. Had I not lived in New York City, I wouldn't have had that experience.
My favorite memory is me walking to and from class every day, looking through the arch and seeing the Empire State Building in all its glory. You're like, I made it here. I deserve to be here.
Being able to live and breathe and do everything that I want to in the capital of the world with the support of NYU has been incredibly great.
Gosh, there's so many good things about being an NYU student. If I had to pick one, it would definitely be the community.
This past year has truly changed my life. A lot of that has to do with the professors and my peers.
Every point during my academic career, I was constantly asked to challenge myself and to improve not only myself and the people around me, but the community, and really help be this global leader and this pioneer that NYU's always asked us to be.
NYU professors, they aren't just professors, they aren't just lecturers and teachers. They are practitioners in their fields.
One of my fondest memories was participating in open heart surgery with one of the cardiothoracic surgeons here. I felt like it truly was a family environment. We were all on the same team.
What I enjoyed the most was being able to understand and learn about how collaborative the environment here is, how much people support you and uplift you.
And you can really lean on each other for support. You can lean on each other for different advice.
Best thing about being an NYU student is the network that you get to tap into, especially the alumni network as well as the professional network.
I feel like I have opportunities across the globe. Kind of feels pretty good, like the world's mine for taking. Maybe that's too much.
Okay, I literally just this is making it feel real that I'm graduating.
It's not even real.
We've all worked super hard to get to where we're at today, so this is a time meant for celebration.
I have no doubt that you will be the leaders of tomorrow.
And no matter what path we take, we'll always be part of the NYU community.
Thank you for making this journey full of laughter, good conversation, and beautiful memories.
Remain true to yourself. Always remember your why.
And I believe the bond between us we formed here will last a lifetime.
We've gotten this degree, we've gotten all these kind of things, and I think what we have to do with that is go into the world and make it a better place.
Congratulations, class of 2023.
Felicidades, amigos, lo hicimos.
Congratulations!
Parabéns, classe de 2023.
We did it.
Congratulations, class of 2023.
Class of 2023, we did it.
祝贺，我们毕业了。
We did it.
Congratulations, class of 2023.
Please welcome Donovan Dior Dixon, who will receive a Bachelor of Arts from the College of Arts and Science and who will now address his fellow graduates.
Good morning.
and congratulations to the class of 2023. Today is the day we become torchbearers. And don't worry, I'm not speaking literally. Rather, today is when we graduate with degrees from a university embodied by the torch. The torch is more than a logo for flags, posters, flyers, and so on. It represents light in the darkness. But more than that, it represents us and the power we have, individually and collectively, to fan the flames of transformation through community and empowerment. My name is Donovan Dior Dixon, and my torch is fueled by connection. You see, growing up low income, I quickly learned that life is defined not by what you lack, but by what you have. When money ran thin, my family had each other. When food became scarce, we had our friends and neighbors. And when we were evicted from the only house I knew, I still had hope. I had hope because I saw the power of people providing light in my life. And though hardships still came by, so did a burning desire in me to ensure that no other family experienced the pain of poverty and eviction. When I came to NYU, I witnessed how the small deeds of students amass to something powerful. Through Project Outreach, our community service impacted the people of New York City. Through my scholarship program, and Bryce, we became a model for the kind of spaces this university should provide for low-income and first-generation college students. And in the classroom, we challenged each other, learned from each other, and empowered each other, irrespective of our socioeconomic differences. All of us came to this university with a lit flame. It doesn't matter if it roared like a bonfire or twinkled like a star in the night. The flame was lit. As you carried your torch through these years, think about the moments that flame grew stronger. Did it occur when a professor went out of their way to leave thoughtful feedback? When a friend would always wait for you to head into class? Or did it occur in moments when you felt connected with people who needed some help brightening their own torch, whether through community service, engaging with strangers, or just lending a helping hand? It was Toni Morrison who said, "When you get these jobs that you've been so brilliantly trained for, just remember that your real job is that if you are free, you need to free somebody else." If you have some power, you need to empower somebody else. Today, we step into the world with our torches burning bright. Let us celebrate this achievement while also remembering to aid those searching for a brighter tomorrow. And it doesn't matter if you reach one person or 1 million people, you will have planted the seeds of change. Because one torch, it can shine a light, don't get me wrong, but 22,000 torches, it will illuminate the sky. And with that illumination comes transformation, the opportunity for all of us to usher in the day when our society is free from fear, guided by hope, and bound by an everlasting love for one another. This is the task of our generation. So today, I hope you'll join me in becoming a torchbearer. Thank you, and congratulations, graduates.
Those who are about to receive honorary degrees will now be presented. Senior Vice President, General Counsel, and University Secretary Aisha Oliver Staley will call upon distinguished members of the university faculty to present the honorary degree candidates. Assisting with the investitures will be Interim Provost Georgina Dopico.
Mr. President, I would like to introduce Tianning Diao, Associate Professor and Director of Graduate Studies, Department of Chemistry, Arts and Science, who will present the candidate for Doctor of Science. Will Trustee David A. Katz please escort the candidate to the lectern?
Carolyn Bertozzi, pioneering prize-winning chemist. Baker Family Director of Stanford ChemH, N.T. and Robert M. Bass Professor in the School of Humanities and Sciences, and Howard Hughes Medical Institute investigator. You have developed the field of bioorthogonal chemistry, building on the click reaction, for which you have awarded the Wolf Prize and the Nobel Prize in Chemistry. A MacArthur Fellow at 33, you have broken ground as the first woman to receive the prestigious Lemonson MIT Prize for your creativity and innovation in chemistry. Your commitment to cross-discipline in science has made you a role model for intrepid students and colleagues, training a new generation of scientists fluent in chemistry and biology. Named on over 70 US patents and over 600 publications, you are the founder of a number of biotechnology startups, while continuing to connect molecules to advance our understanding of cancer, inflammation, and infection. You have also clicked science with underrepresented groups, serving as the advocate for women and the LGBTQ+ community in science. At a time when science and its value are often under siege, your leadership is a 21st century standard for those determined to extend the frontiers of knowledge for society's good.
Carolyn Ruth Bertozzi, the cross-fertilization of your work in chemistry, engineering, and medicine for human health, and your collaborative relationships with eminent scientists and gifted students have translated basic science into applied discoveries to benefit all of us. By virtue of the authority vested in me, I am pleased to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa.
I would like to introduce Jennifer Homans, Distinguished Scholar in Residence, Department of History, and founder and director of the NYU Center for Ballet and the Arts, Arts and Science, who will present the candidate for Doctor of Fine Arts. Will Trustee Kelly Kennedy Mack please escort the candidate to the lectern?
Misty Danielle Copeland, internationally acclaimed principal dancer with American Ballet Theater and the first Black woman to be promoted to that position. Artiste extraordinaire and muse to millions, you have enchanted audiences with the interpretive power of your dancing. From your first ballet lesson at 13 to joining ABT at 19, you have astonished the world with your gifts and devotion to an art form whose elite and too white image you are transforming. Propelled by passion through difficult early circumstances and inspired by past Black ballerinas, you know what art and movement can do for everyone. You have launched the Misty Copeland Foundation and the Be Bold free after-school ballet program to help make ballet accessible to Black and brown children. You exemplify the radiance of art as not only self-expression but service to others, dedicating time and work to mentoring young people and encouraging their ambitions. An artist whose life and craft epitomize beautifully integrity and perseverance, you have made exceptional contributions as a best-selling writer, teacher, philanthropist, producer, and fashion entrepreneur. In life, as in dance, you have amplified the elegance and discipline of ballet for new generations.
Misty Danielle Copeland, the first Black principal dancer with American Ballet Theater. You have changed the face of the art that you chose, single-handedly diversified ballet audiences, and dispelled bigoted assumptions through your example. By virtue of the authority vested in me, I am pleased to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Fine Arts, honoris causa.
I would like to introduce Mike Funk, Program Director of Higher and Post-Secondary Education and Clinical Associate Professor, Department of Administration, Leadership and Technology, Steinhardt School of Culture, Education and Human Development, who will present the candidate for Doctor of Humane Letters. Will Trustee Tracy Lerner please escort the candidate to the lectern?
Freeman A. Hrabowski III, President Emeritus of University of Maryland, Baltimore County. You are celebrated for transforming UMBC into the country's strongest highline for Black graduates in science, technology, engineering, and math. The Meyerhoff Scholars Program, which you co-founded, has been a barrier-breaking model for colleges nationwide in redressing the lack of Black students in science. Today, the institution you led for 30 years is first in the nation in producing Black graduates who earn PhDs in natural science and engineering and MD, PhD degrees. Your graduates have won prestigious awards and obtained professorships and senior positions at the country's most competitive institutions. In 2022, the Howard Hughes Medical Institute launched the Freeman Hrabowski Scholars Program to help build a scientific workforce that reflects the talent and accomplishments of our diverse country. A youth leader in the civil rights movement, you were 12 when you participated in the historic Children's March and were arrested, spending 5 days in jail. You have been a mentor and a coach for undergraduates, faculty, and university presidents, both current and future. You are a leading light for Americans who believe in justice and opportunity. Thank you for your excellence.
Freeman A. Hrabowski III. As university president, you fostered a culture of inclusive excellence. Today, your principled vision and collaborative creativity has brought our country closer to the democratic ideals of education. By virtue of the authority vested in me, I am pleased to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa.
I would like to introduce Alina Das, Professor of Clinical Law, and James Weldon Johnson, Professor, NYU School of Law, who will present the candidate for Doctor of Humane Letters. Will Trustee and Chair Designate Evan Chesler please escort the candidate to the lectern.
Sanna Marin, 46th Prime Minister of Finland. You personify the promise of Finland's robust democracy and demonstrate successful humanitarian governance. When appointed as Prime Minister in 2019, you were the youngest person to serve as a head of government, leading an all-female coalition and a majority female cabinet. You support Finland's exceptional education system, which is hailed for its respect for teachers, excellence, and values of cooperation and equity. As a fearless advocate for long-term stewardship of the earth, over expedient economic choices. You continually address the urgent issues of climate change and loss of biodiversity. In your early and courageous promotion on the global stage of European security and the cause of freedom for Ukraine and NATO countries, and in your determination to bring your country into NATO, you are a standard bearer for all. You began your life in modest circumstances, and through your strength, leadership, and compassion, you have become a role model for anyone who dreams of becoming an effective shepherd of positive change. And you have shown the world that a fierce devotion to public service and active engagement in every forum, from neighborhood to nation, can be accompanied by a joyful commitment to family and community.
Sanna Marin, governing with honor and honesty, you model the possibilities of democracy in action and the courage in standing up for common security against aggression. You represent the fulfillment of citizenship and the impact of humane leadership. By virtue of the authority vested in me, I am pleased to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Humane Letters, honoris causa. I am pleased to introduce Sanna Marin, who will respond on behalf of the honorary degree recipients.
Thank you, and most importantly, my warmest congratulations to the magnificent class of 2023 from New York University. It is truly an honor to be here with you on this prestigious occasion at the NYU, which has cultivated so many thinkers, writers, scientists, and notable alumni. I would also like to express my heartfelt gratitude to the esteemed members of the faculty and the proud parents and family members, as well as devoted friends in attendance. I want to say thank you to President Andrew Hamilton, Board of Trustees, Chairman William Berkeley, all the trustees and esteemed faculty who have all played a vital role in making this day possible. I'm deeply grateful to receive this honorary degree, and I'm very proud to share this occasion with my fellow honorary doctorates, Carolyn Bertozzi, Misty Copeland, and Freeman Hrabowski, who inspire me with their contribution to our world. Most importantly, I'm deeply humbled to be among you all today as we celebrate the achievement and graduation of NYU's class 2023. My dear graduates, what can I say to you on this special day? Today is your graduation day, and today when you close one chapter in your life to begin a new one. It is a turning point, a day of change. This is why I thought it might be a good day to talk about change and to approach this theme through my own experience. Ever since I was elected as the youngest Prime Minister in the world at the age of 34, I have repeatedly been asked two questions. Both are related to change. The first question is, did you always want to become a Prime Minister? The second question, how did you do it? I will now reflect on my own answers and share some thoughts to prepare you when you are asked similar questions in the future. My answer to the first question is, at a young age, I did not want to become a politician or a Prime Minister. It wasn't something that I had planned. The answer to the second question is that I eventually did, because I wanted to change things, to change the world. And because I realized that it was also my responsibility, not only somebody else's. I knew I had already been lectured a lot since you were able to graduate from this very special institution, but I thought I might add on that by offering just a few small insights more. This is why I want to give you 3 pieces of advice about change. Advice number 1, you have the right to want things and want things to change. Advice number 2, wanting is not enough. To change things, you have to take over. And advice number 3, you have to stop being afraid. My first bit of advice is about wanting things to change. When I was in my early 20s, like many of you now, I started to feel passionately about politics. Not about the decision-making system, not about the idea of being elected politician. I started to feel passion for issues such as climate change, loss of biodiversity, human rights and the rights of minorities, gender equality and social justice. Things that I saw around me that I wanted to change. I'm sure that many of you here today can relate to that feeling. Coming from a rainbow family, I wanted to see a society where everybody could love whomever they wanted. I wanted to see renewed legislation on equal marriage and ensure human rights for all genders. I wanted to close the gender pay gap and wanted to see parents, mothers and fathers to share their family leaves more equally so that women could follow their career ambition same as men. Coming from Finland, a northern European country with extraordinary nature, I wanted to stop climate change and see societies become more sustainable. I wanted to see transition towards carbon neutrality, and I wanted to end the destruction of our environment. I wanted a society where everybody could have equal rights and opportunities. I wanted to strengthen the education system so that every child could pursue their dream. Wanting these changes was what made me join my political party and run in elections. No change can happen without the will. This is why my first advice to you today is that you are allowed to want things. And you need to want things to change for better. Dear class of 2023, my second piece of advice to you today is that it's also your responsibility to take over. The world is as complex as ever. Geopolitical changes going on in the world are questioning the values we believe in. Climate change and loss of biodiversity are threatening our very existence. Digitalization and the development of artificial intelligence are about to bring revolutionary changes to our societies. These are challenges that need to be solved, and there's no one else to do that other than you. For decades, we have lived in a world with an optimistic expectations of progress. We have expected our values such as freedom of speech, rule of law, gender equality, and democracy to bloom hand in hand with the expansion of free market economy. We thought that globalization and growth would be enough to benefit everyone. We expected to see less authoritarian rule, more respect for diversity, and a better world that does not discriminate against people based on their skin tone, gender, sexual orientation, or religion. We have expected the freedom of information and the internet to broaden everyone's understanding. But the history did not end. Freedom of speech and other true elements of democracy are being questioned and limited all over the world. Whether this means diminishing the truth with false balance or using our personal data to influence our democratic elections, the rule of law, as well as freedom of expression and the media, need active defending. Gender equality has taken leaps backwards across the globe. The right to safe abortion is being limited also in Europe. Different expressions of gender are being presented as a threat. The swollen amount of inequality and lack of social mobility are challenging our ideas about having the same possibilities and freedoms in life. The tip of the iceberg of all of these worrying developments is the return of war and heavy power politics to the Western sphere, to Europe. Russia has broken the rules of the international order we set up together after the world wars by brutally and illegally attacking Ukraine. And in doing so, it has questioned all of the other rules as well. All of these questions are battles of values, and we must all take a side on that battle. There is no middle ground. Combating climate change and biodiversity loss cannot wait for more stable times. You need to take over to solve them. Problems caused by global warming, such as extreme weather conditions, rising sea levels, food shortages, and the disappearance of ecosystems affect all areas of life and truly threaten the well-being of future generations. Similarly, declining of biodiversity can lead to an imbalance in ecosystems, which in turn can accelerate climate change and other environmental disasters. Stopping climate change and loss of biodiversity are essential for the environment, the economy, and people's health. It is clear that combating climate change also requires international cooperation and sharing of responsibility among all states in fair manner. Building our future growth can be part of the solution. You have all the skills to change the future by pioneering in green technologies and digitalization. This creates not only sustainable growth, but also innovations that can be replicated in all corners of the world. I'm sure you know much better than me how digitalization, the development of artificial intelligence and quantum sciences are about to bring revolutionary changes in our societies. Yesterday, I had the amazing privilege of visiting NYU's Tandem campus in Brooklyn. Seeing the most advanced science, innovation, and teaching they do there made it even more evident that the new technologies will define our societies in the near future. At the same time, we need amazingly talented people like you to make sure that this technology and these digital solutions are benefiting everyone. New technology has revolutionized people's lives in many ways, but their development also brings new challenges as privacy protection. AI-based systems, for example, are often dependent on a large amount of personal data. At the same time, they may reproduce discriminatory structures that exist elsewhere in society. They can also be misused for surveillance purposes, among other things. The global competition for standards and values such as individual freedom and security behind quantum computing, artificial intelligence, or 6G networks is already on its way. And you need to step up to take part in this debate. This, dear graduates, is the present and the future, and it's your responsibility to make sure that this change is on the right track. And you know what? You can. If you believe that the system and the whole world has to be reformed into being more democratic, more equal for all genders and groups, more supportive for freedom of expression, you can make that happen. If you want to influence global warming and save ecosystems, you can. If you want to build new technology and artificial intelligence that works for the benefit of all in an ethical and sustainable way, you can. My third piece of advice to you, dear graduates, is about how. When I look back at my youth and a career, I can see that actually one of the most significant things holding people back is fear. Sometimes it's fear of not knowing enough. It might be fear of embarrassment, fear of mistakes, fear of being wrong. It might be fear of not fitting in or fear of not meeting the expectations of others. It might be fear of being declared unworthy because of the way you look or talk and the way you express yourself. Luckily and unfortunately, there is no superior authority in this world giving us permissions to be ourselves and to step forward to change the world. If I have waited for permission from others to take my stand, I would still be waiting for that permission. This is why my key advice to you today is not actually an advice, but a task. Stop being afraid. My dear class of 2023, when you walk out of this stadium today, I want you to remember these three things. You have to want things to change. It is your turn to take over. And most importantly, don't be afraid. You are enough. You are capable. Together with others, you can do anything, and you must, because there's no one else to do it but you. Dear class, why am I telling you this? Why am I giving you these advices? Because there are not nearly enough women in leadership positions, not nearly enough young people, not nearly enough people from different backgrounds in our democratic decision-making systems. The face of the power is not the same as the face of the people, and this has to change. I also want things to change, but I cannot do it alone. I need you and others with me to make the world more equal, more sustainable, and more just. I know I'm not alone with this thought. I know many of you want the same, and together we can make it a reality. So, now we just have to do it. Dear class, I'm so happy to be here today with you in New York, one of the greatest and most progressive cities in the world. And once again, my warmest congratulations to the magnificent graduating class of 2023 from New York University.
Please welcome the Tisch singers and members of the NYU a cappella group in Harmonics with a tribute to New York City and the class of 2023.
Ooh. a town that is famous as a place for movie screens. Place is always loud, there are sirens all around, and the streets are mean. If I can make it here, I can make it anywhere, that's what I can say. Seeing my face in lights, on my name and marquees brown down on Broadway. Even if it ain't all it seems, I got a pocket full of dreams. New York, concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do here in New York. These streets will make you feel brand new. Street lights will inspire you. Let's hear it for New York, New York, New York. NYU, put your hands up. Una mano en el aire por la ciudad, entre sueños y metas para alcanzar el lugar que se pueda ocupar. Con las luces de arriba hay que celebrar.
This work cold in the Brooklyn winter, turn a saint to a sinner. The poor stay poor, while the rich get rich. If you ain't doing your best, do better. You won't have nothing till you decide to go and get it. I'm highly motivated, man, I just want it all. But this city don't sleep, so I pop me an Adderall. It don't matter where you from, it matter where you at. Why you here, who got your back and who just know how to act. Where you coming up, nigga, you know how to down. Around at it. New York. Yeah. Dreams ain't easy, but this city give me hope. Like my man at the bodega to hook me up with my bank low. A lot of people try and stop you when you're trying to grow. If I had $1 every time I heard no, it'll pay out my student loans. I don't listen. I learned that ignorance is bliss. This world love to make you think that you can't win. Young, black, and educated, and they hate it. Afraid, cause they made it, but we know how to change it. Speak out, they say you crazy, go dirty, and name and shit. A lot of people think it's so many people in New York. Make some noise and while you
Distinguished guests, the President of New York University, Andrew Hamilton.
Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for the Tisch Singers and Enharmonics. Good afternoon, everyone, and what a truly glorious day this is. Welcome to our class of 2023 graduates. And to families and friends and colleagues, thank you for joining us for New York University's 190th commencement exercises. I am delighted that so many of you, nearly 30,000 of you in fact, could gather with us on this most special of days. Now, ladies and gentlemen, friends and families, would you join me, please, in congratulating our graduates for all of their achievements? I'd also like to take a moment to recognize our 4 extraordinary honorary degree recipients. At this point in the year, the greatest hope of every university, apart from good weather on commencement day, is the hope that accompanies our graduates, that they will go on to achieve good, great things with the education that they've received. And so each year, we recognize people who exemplify lives of purpose and accomplishment and make them part of our graduating class. We are delighted and privileged to have with us today as honorary doctorate recipients and honorary members of the class of 2023, Prime Minister Sanna Marin, Professor Carolyn Bertozzi, Principal Dancer Misty Copeland, and President Emeritus Freeman Hrabowski. Welcome to you all. It is our distinct privilege to have you here with us. Now, class of 2023, I want to congratulate you on making it here today. You have, it is true, arrived here through your own hard work and determination. But it is just as true that your triumph would not have come without the support and love of many. So now, graduates, I'm going to ask you to rise, and while it might not be possible to make eye contact with your loved ones, turn towards them to applaud them and thank them for helping you to this place. Thank you. Please be seated. Now, commencement has always been my favorite event of the year. Standing here on the field of Yankee Stadium and relishing the sight of 22,000 of you in your glorious violet regalia, it is truly sublime. But this year is particularly special. In the fall of 2016, when I spoke with the first-year class, I had a sense of connection because they were starting at NYU during my first year as president. And there's a similar feeling here today at Yankee Stadium because you are graduating from NYU as I am stepping down from my presidency. We are connected. We are connected, you and I, partly because today marks a major transition for us both, the start of a new and very different period of our lives. But also we are connected because together we have persevered through an historic pandemic, which you, every one of you, navigated with much resilience and grace. Now, some of you are probably amazed to find yourself sitting here today, draped in the attire of scholars. You might be the first in your family to graduate from college. Or You might be in the midst of struggling with some part of your studies. You might have wondered if you'd ever get to graduation. Well, let me tell you, I never imagined I would be a university administrator, much less the president of an institution that has advanced by leaps and bounds to become a leading global university today. I started my academic career at Princeton University with a newly minted assistant professor of chemistry with a PhD from Cambridge. And I thought that I would stay there for the rest of my career. But our life's roads are seldom straight. I didn't get tenure at Princeton. That was a blow, I have to tell you. And at that moment, I had no idea what the future would bring, even if I had a future. But I picked myself up, moved to an opportunity at the University of Pittsburgh, then to Yale, and via Oxford, I ultimately came to find myself standing on a platform above second base in Yankee Stadium, availing myself of the great privilege of addressing all of you as NYU's president at your commencement. The point of this is that the path is not always straight, but contained in those ups and downs, those twists and turns, are possibilities one might never have anticipated. So after the excitement of being here at Yankee Stadium dies down, and the pictures are all taken, and your violet robes go back in their boxes, and you head off to the next stage in your lives, there may well be moments when you feel overwhelmed, anxious, or even disappointed. Climate change, racial and economic inequity, our global health and safety, and political instability. These too will call upon your talent, your resilience, and your conscience. And to all this, I say to you, graduates, persevere. Contained in those setbacks, contained in those struggles, may be the seed of something unexpected and great. There is so much that you all have to be proud of. You have excelled in your studies. You've reached new heights of artistic expression and athletic performance. You've found new interests and cemented new friendships. You've sought to turn new ideas into reality, started new businesses, and served the community. So as you step out into the world, I want you to remember what compels us here at NYU: your curiosity, your imagination, your ingenuity, your quest for discovery and impact, and your search for common ground among differences. Let these carry you through whatever path your journey takes you on. Now today, I am brimming with violet pride, and you should be proud of yourselves. You are now, well, maybe not yet, in a few minutes, you will be graduates of New York University. To the parents and loved ones here today, thank you for trusting us with your children's education, and thank you for honoring us with your presence here today. Class of 2023, as you move on to your next chapter, I wish you the very best of good fortune. Come back and see us often, and from everyone at NYU. Congratulations to you all. Well done, class of 2023.
Please welcome Ron Hall, Chair of the Student Government Assembly and a candidate for graduation today, who will make a special presentation to President Hamilton.
Wow. Hello, Yankee Stadium. Class of 2023, as we prepare to embark on a new journey in this voyage that is life, today is a day of celebration and where we express tremendous gratitude. There's so many thank yous to go around, to family, faculty, staff, the peers sitting beside you, but I want to take this moment to honor an individual who is also entering a new phase of his life. President Hamilton. Since 2016, you have poured your heart into this community with the aim of making it better than you arrived. And I think it's safe to say you have done just that. Thank you for all you have done for students and for NYU. And as such, on behalf of not only our class, but all the classes you have graduated throughout your time, we want to present you with a gift, a framed picture of the commencement ceremony at Yankee Stadium so that you can always remember those moments where you delivered the charge to the graduating class. Andy, thank you. And as I like to say, I wish you both peace and love.
And now a message to the graduates from our alumni.
Congratulations, graduates. Today is your day. I'm Nikolai Wolf, a two-time graduate of the Tandon School of Engineering, an NYU Alumni Trustee, and President of your NYU Alumni Association. Today, you join over 600,000 NYU alumni around the world, and we are ready to support your next journey and look forward to connecting with you through upcoming events and programs. Here are just a few alumni who wanted to wish you congratulations on your special day.
Congratulations, graduates! You did it! Now the real adventure begins. So go out into the world and be yourself. Please don't try to be anybody else but you.
Congratulations, graduates. You have not been chopped. You have made it. And the brilliant education that you've experienced at New York University is now yours to go forth and share with the world, along with those terrific manners you learned from New York City.
Congratulations to the graduating class of NYU. Today is your big day, and it's the next step into such a bright future. Don't forget us back at NYU. We love you, we send you love, and I hope that you take all of the wisdom, the strength, the talent, and the joy that you had here and inspire us in the real world.
NYU grads,
Congratulations.
Do great things with your education.
Change the world. We'll see you on Mars.
It is my honor to be able to share this anointing with the eminent graduates of New York University. Ubuntu. Ubuntu means I am because you are. Congratulations. Thank you for allowing me to share this blessing.
Congratulations, graduates. You are on your way. Go forth and keep learning. If there's any advice I have for you, it's just to keep it all open and keep learning. You're amazing. Congratulations. I'm so thrilled for you all.
I spent a good part of my life trying to help people get places, but I have done nothing compared to what NYU has done to prepare you to go wherever you want in the world. You are ready to make an impact. Good luck and congratulations.
Congratulations to all of you students and your parents sitting here today. I've been both at NYU. As a student, I couldn't have been more proud then and today that I earned my degree from this amazing university. And as a parent, I remember sitting at graduation, just like all of you today, watching my child graduate and thinking the same thing. Thank God I don't have to pay for college anymore. And to you students, the door is open for all of you. The future is yours. We're waiting for you.
The deans of each school will now present their class representatives. Candidates should stand when their dean's name is called. The official conferral of all degrees and certificates will take place after all the deans have presented. As a sign of respect for your fellow graduates, we ask all candidates and their guests to remain in their seats until all the schools have been recognized. Wendy Suzuki, Dean of the College of Arts and Science.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the mighty College of Arts and Science who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Charlene Allison R. Manapon, who will receive her degree on behalf of the candidates for the bachelor's degree.
Troy McKenzie, Dean of the School of Law.
Mr. President, I present to you Jonathan Goldberg, who will receive his degree on behalf of all the candidates for the Juris Doctor degree.
Joan Pangiarella, Senior Associate Dean for Education, Faculty, and Academic Affairs at the Grossman School of Medicine.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the Grossman School of Medicine who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Catherine Hockmeyer, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees.
Yelena Kovacevic, Dean of the Tandon School of Engineering.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the Tandon School of Engineering who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Nawal Panjwani who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the bachelor's degree, and J. Chitan Trivedi, who will receive his diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees.
Brian L. Schmidt, Senior Vice Dean for Research Development and Academic Affairs at the College of Dentistry.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the College of Dentistry who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present to you Shuai Wong, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the associate's and bachelor's degree, and Myung Cha, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees.
Lynn Kjorpis, Dean of the Graduate School of Arts and Science.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the Graduate School of Arts and Science who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Clara Sidesrow, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees.
Jack H. Knott, Dean of the Steinhardt School of Culture, Education, and Human Development.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the Steinhardt School of Culture, Education, and Human Development who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Luca Wong, who will receive his diploma on behalf of the candidates for the bachelor's degree, and Joyce Wu, who will receive her degree on behalf of candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees. Congratulations.
Raghu Sundaram, Dean of the Leonard N. Stern School for Business.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the Leonard N. Stern School of Business who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Valerie Indukwa, who will receive her diploma on behalf for the bachelor's degree, and Victoria Scott, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees.
Eileen Sullivan Marks, Dean of the Rory Myers College of Nursing.
Mr. President, I have the honor
of presenting the candidates from the Rory Myers College of Nursing who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Jayla Love Speller, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the bachelor's degree, and Claudine Biscocho, who will receive her degree on behalf of the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees.
Angie Kameth, Dean of the School of Professional Studies.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the School of Professional Studies who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Sebastian J. Richardson, who will receive his diploma on behalf of the candidates for the associate's and bachelor's degrees, and Najee R. Nunes, who will receive his diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's degree.
Sherry Gleave, Dean of the Robert F. Wagner Graduate School of Public Service.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the Robert F. Wagner Graduate School of Public Service who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Rachel Bala, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees.
Michael Lindsay, Dean of the Silver School of Social Work.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the Silver School of Social Work who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Jomiri Almonte, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the bachelor's degree, and Imam Kurniawan, who will receive his diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees.
Allison Green, Dean of the Tisch School of the Arts.
Mr. President, I have the honor and joy to present the Tisch School of the Arts candidates who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Naya Vanessa McCullough, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates of the bachelor's degree, and Victoria Lynn Smith, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates of the master's degree.
Victoria Rosner, Dean of the Gallatin School of Individualized Study.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the Gallatin School of Individualized Study who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Radia Hussein Chardot, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the bachelor's degree, and Michaela Suminski, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's degree.
Julie Mostov, Dean of Liberal Studies.
Mr. President, I have the great honor of presenting the fabulous candidates from Global Liberal Studies who receive their degree today. I would like to present Andrea Christine Valentina Giacomini, who received her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the bachelor's degree.
Marriott Westerman, Vice Chancellor of NYU Abu Dhabi.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from NYU Abu Dhabi who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Eleanor Holtzappel, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the bachelor's degree. And I would like to present Prashant Harinarayan Rajput, who will receive his diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees.
Jeffrey S. Lehman, Vice Chancellor of NYU Shanghai.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from NYU Shanghai who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Xin Liu, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the bachelor's degree.
Deborah Furr Holden, Dean of the School of Global Public Health.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the School of Global Public Health who will receive their degrees here today. I present to you Omobonlanle Marin Ayo, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's and doctoral degrees.
Gladys M. Ayala, Dean of the NYU Long Island School of Medicine.
Mr. President,
I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the Long Island School of Medicine who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Esther Cole, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the doctoral degree.
And now, Interim Provost Georgina DePico.
We now proceed to the formal conferral of degrees. In keeping with university tradition, we highlight this important moment by passing the university torch, a symbol of learning, from a senior member of our academic community to the most junior. Holding the university torch is J. Anthony Movshan, University Professor, Silver Professor, Professor of Neuroscience and Psychology, Arts and Science, Professor of Ophthalmology and Neuroscience and Physiology, Grossman School of Medicine. When President Hamilton confers your degrees, Professor Movshan will pass the torch to the youngest baccalaureate member of the graduating class, Morgan Shue, 18 years old. Graduating from the College of Arts and Science. Will all the candidates please now rise?
Members of the class of 2023, through your successful efforts, as certified by the recommendations of your deans, you deserve to receive this hallmark of New York University. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees, I admit you to the degrees and certificates for which you have been recommended. It is now official. You are NYU graduates. Congratulations. Graduates, you have now joined the ranks of NYU alumni who since 1831 have shared their talents and used their knowledge to benefit humanity. Continue this tradition, embodying the words of our motto, per stare et praestare, persevere and excel. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Well done.
Graduates, families, and friends, this concludes these commencement exercises. The platform party will now recess. Congratulations, class of 2023. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful afternoon.